think I finally found something old JerkFace doesn't want to hit his head on so hard. Watch this. Well, what's up guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and yeah, well, so this morning I came outside and I heard something early this morning, and I was like, sounds like JerkFace is beating his head on something. Bear, I gotta get down here and let the dogs get some camera time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So anyways, I could hear I could hear JerkFace banging his head on something this morning. You guys know he's always banging his head on something. And I came outside to see. So I've got JerkFace and one wether that's gonna get processed pretty soon. We're gonna process him, but he's just a pen mate to JerkFace here. Look at that lazy. Look at these two lazy goats. I come out here and feed them and they're just laying down eating. Anyways, the wether's just a pen mate for JerkFace. And they're on opposite sides of a gate. Now they both have full access to this whole corral area, and there's a chute and then a little holding area and then the main pen. And you can see in the video that JerkFace here is on the outside of the gate and the wether's on the inside. And I'm assuming that old JerkFace has been giving the wether a hard time. And so he went inside where JerkFace couldn't get to him. And as you can see in the video, you'll have to watch this. He'll like rear up on his back feet like he's gonna butt real hard, and he'll go bump and just touch that pipe real gentle. I think I finally found something that's harder than JerkFace's head. I just sit out here for 10 minutes and laughed at him this morning. He'd get all aggressive and back up and run, bump, just bump that thing. And it was freaking hilarious. But now that was this morning. So now I've come out to feed, and it reminded me of that video, and I hadn't done this, but look at this. This is pathetic. Oh, what's up? You didn't want to get caught on camera laying down eating your lunch? Both of them. So much for that. They were laying down having a little lunch. So anyways, that's the update on JerkFace. I finally found something harder than his head. And I talked to, I know you guys don't want to hear this, I talked to JerkFace's new owner on Facebook. He sent me a message and we're working out a date. I know I've kind of hum-hawed and piddled and led you guys on. JerkFace is sold. Legitimately, if I can remember right, he may already be paid in full, at least partially paid for. JerkFace is leaving next month. He will go to a new home with a new herd, and he did produce some awesome kids for us. So walk in here and show you them real quick. You guys saw the other day I set up a weaning pen here, and for whatever reason, you know, I wasn't smart enough to move my creeper pen over to the fence. I just had planned on separating them out, and they just all happened to be in that creeper pen, and I thought, what better time than now? So anyways, they've been alone, separated from their mamas now for, what is it, 3 or 4 days? So they're doing good. They're doing really good. And not too much separation anxiety. The mamas have whined a little bit. They're the whiners because they're getting used to not nursing. And they got this milk production that they're trying to slow down, but the babies look great. You not gonna run off? Caught him. I came out of the kids' weaning pen over there. Look who's laying down eating his lunch. Oh, JerkFace. He thought he was going to get away from being on camera, being lazy. Not today. Alright, that's enough of his lazy butt. So the next thing I haven't shown you guys much of lately are the cows. You know, we got Crazy Eyes the heifer and Big Mac, ooh, like terrible, and Big Mac, and we just haven't showed you guys anything with the cows lately because there really hasn't been much change. We just feed them every day. Not a whole lot to it. But Big Mac's growing and Crazy Eyes the heifer, well, she's still Crazy Eyes the heifer. She's still crazy as ever. What's up, Big Mac? You hungry? Huh? Are you hungry, buddy? What's up, dude? I don't know how well it comes through on video, but that little steer calf right there is growing like crazy. You know, we've only had him for just a little while. It hadn't been that long, but putting him on full feed and allowing him free access to food all day long, he is growing like crazy. Now, obviously, we didn't weigh him when we got him. Excuse me. Look at Lambert. Lambert, what are you doing out here? You're not supposed to be in this pen. He is growing like crazy. And when we got him, we put him in that little bitty sheep and goat pen or sheep and goat cage on that flatbed trailer and hauled him down here. There is no chance that I would ever be able to fit him in that thing now. He has grown so much. Look at him next to Bear. He makes Bear look like a little guy. Lambert, hey, you're always poking your nose where it don't belong. You know that? You like being scratched? Huh? You like being scratched? Most of you guys probably aren't that interested in old Big Mac. You're more interested in Crazy Eyes down here. So we got Big Mac as a pen mate to put with Crazy Eyes the heifer because she just wasn't doing well alone. So a friend of mine had Big Mac for sale and I bought him for $150 and actually sold him before I ever got him, before I ever brought him home. And we're just gonna feed him out for my stepbrother. They went ahead and bought him. Basically, I sold him to cover the expense of having Crazy Eyes back there processed. As you can see, I'm about 10 yards from her, so she's not as wild as she used to be, but she still does not like me. She is, she's not a fan. Are ya? Look at her. So some cows just are not meant to be pets, and she is one of those. She will never tame down, I don't feel. She's always going to be kind of wild. And I've had several subscribers say, offer to buy her, offer to trade a steer for her. Even had one say they would trade 2 steers for her, and I'm like, nope, 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 because I made a deal, I made a promise to a family member. A cousin of mine actually gave me that heifer. She was injured, had problems with her hips, and he could not breed her. He raises show calves, and she was going to go in the freezer, but he had plenty of calves to put in the freezer, and we just kind of worked out a deal. He gave her to me with the intent that she will go in the freezer, she will be processed and not be bred. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're gonna process that heifer. You're supposed to eat steers. You're supposed to eat steers. Well, guess what? We're eating a heifer. This will be the second heifer we processed. The first one wasn't able to have babies either. She was born a twin and was never gonna have babies. We tried for a long time and she couldn't do it. But I got news. I know a lot of you aren't gonna wanna hear this. I scheduled her processing date the other day. It's already on the calendar. She's pretty good size. Now, the difference in her and the last one we processed, which was Willie was about 2.5 years old when we processed her. Her live weight was 1,150 pounds. And that was over 2 years ago, I believe. I'd have to go back and look at the date. There's a whole video on that. Actually, there's 2 videos. Willie's last day and then all the meat in the freezer. Completely filled up one freezer and partially another. I still don't trust her behind me. And that was 2 years ago. We are just now running out of hamburger meat because we have the goats and deer and all kinds of other stuff. My arm's getting tired if you can't tell. We are just now running out of hamburger meat from the last one we had processed 2 years ago. We still have a few roasts. All the steaks are gone, but we're just about out of meat from her. So we're not gonna run this one up to 1,000 pounds before we process it. She's probably 750, 800 pounds, something like that. She's grown quite a bit since she's been here. Look at her. But she's a good, healthy, fat, look at her bucking back there. Good, healthy, fat heifer that would have made a really good mama cow. I know that. But with her injuries, that's just not what we're gonna do with her. She's just not ever gonna be a mama cow. So anyways, scheduled her processing date for May the 13th. Today is April 11th. So she's got just under a month. She'll put on a little bit more weight, but not a lot. But we're gonna keep pouring the feed to her, full feed, fatten her up as much as she can, and let her enjoy life for as long as possible. I know she seems like something that's been abused or somebody's been mean to. I promise you, she has not been abused at any point in her life. She just didn't do well being separated from the herd that she was originally with. Uh-oh, Gemma's over there in front of her. I don't know if you can see Gemma. Anyways, May 13th is her expiration date, if you want to say that. That'll be the last day she's with us, and then we'll put her in the freezer. We've got a goat that we've still got to put in the freezer. We're still loving that goat meat. That hamburger meat from, or let me rephrase that for some of you, the ground burger meat or ground meat, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. It's delicious, it's awesome. That right there is going to be delicious and awesome in my freezer because I know how it was raised, I know where it came from, I know what it was fed, I know everything about it. That's why we do this stuff. I know a lot of people don't agree with raising animals and processing them, but most of my subscribers understand it. I know you do. Anyways, get off my soapbox. Guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.